Ummah is dying. What happened to the Ummah? A nation of nearly 2 billion people spread across 4 continents, blessed with enormous natural resources, strategic geography, and one of the youngest populations on earth. Yet today, when we look across the Muslim world, we see a painful picture. Gaza reduced to rubble, Sudan trapped in a devastating civil war, Libya divided, Syria shattered after years of conflict, Iraq still struggling with the consequences of decades of war, Yemen facing one of the world's worst humanitarian crises, Afghanistan trying to rebuild after decades of conflict, Iran living under the shadow of military confrontation and regional tensions. In Pakistan, violence continues to affect parts of Balochistan and other areas. The question is no longer whether the Muslim world is facing challenges. The question is, why does this cycle continue? The wounds across the Muslim world. Every region has its own story. Palestinian families continue to suffer from war and displacement. Sudanese civilians are caught between armed factions. Millions of Syrians remain refugees. Yemen's children have grown up knowing little except conflict. Libya still struggles to build stable national institutions. Afghanistan faces enormous economic and humanitarian challenges. None of these tragedies are exactly the same. Each has different historical, political, ethnic, economic, and international causes, but together they create one heartbreaking picture. A large part of the Muslim world has spent decades fighting wars instead of building universities, industries, laboratories, and economies. Division within. Perhaps the greatest danger is not only external pressure, it is internal division. Across the Muslim world, governments often disagree over security, ideology, regional influence, and foreign policy. Some countries compete for regional leadership, others support different political groups. Historical rivalries, sectarian tensions, and geopolitical competition have deepened mistrust. Sometimes neighbors cooperate, sometimes they compete, sometimes they even support opposite sides in regional conflicts. These disagreements make collective action far more difficult. Wars do not only destroy buildings, they destroy generations. Children lose education, doctors leave, scientists migrate, businesses collapse, investors disappear, young people lose hope. Instead of exporting technology, many countries are forced to import even basic necessities. Instead of competing in artificial intelligence, biotechnology, aerospace, and advanced manufacturing, many governments remain occupied with conflict and reconstruction. Today's world is driven by economics, technology, innovation, diplomacy, and education. Countries that invest in research become stronger. Countries that remain trapped in conflict fall behind. Power today is not measured only by military strength. It is measured by knowledge, by universities, by scientific research, by economic productivity, by political stability. Can this change? History shows that no civilization remains weak forever. Recovery is possible, but recovery requires difficult choices, reducing internal conflicts, strengthening institutions, fighting corruption, investing in education, creating jobs, encouraging scientific research, building trust between neighboring countries where possible, respecting international law, seeking peaceful solutions whenever they are achievable. These goals are difficult, but history shows that countries emerging from conflict have rebuilt before. The Muslim world possesses enormous human talent. Millions of engineers, doctors, scientists, entrepreneurs, teachers, students. Its future is not predetermined. The question is whether future generations will inherit more battlefields or more classrooms, more refugees or more researchers, more destruction or more development. The answer depends on choices made today, not only by governments but also by ordinary people who value education, dialogue, cooperation, and peace, because civilizations do not disappear in a single day. They decline slowly when division becomes stronger than unity and conflict becomes more common than cooperation. The real question is not whether the Ummah is dying. The real question is whether it can still choose a different future. What do you think? Share your thoughts respectfully in the comments, and if you value thoughtful discussions on global affairs, don't forget to subscribe to Knowledge Suitcase.